So we're shelling about 35 miles from home. We was taking corn to the local elevator closer there. Last night finished up, went ahead and brought the loaded trucks back so we could put 2 loads in the bin. We'll probably do the same thing tonight. That way it's just, that'll be 4,000 more bushels that will be back in our bin site. So like I said, 35 miles from home, it just doesn't make sense to try to get trucks running back and forth. We're about 5 miles to 7 miles from the field now, and truck can barely keep up. So that's what's going on. Well guys, it rained a little bit here around noon, so helping Abe gonna put this main in. So he's got the ditcher plow down there, and I'm in the excavator, and we're gonna get down in this cut and hook the excavator onto the tile plow, and I'm gonna pull him. I don't know how much video I'll get while we're doing that, but at least I figured I'd get you this. So I'd say the walls are probably 5 feet deep. I'm sitting in an excavator. That's the plow. You can kind of get a gauge of how well, how high it is. Carrying the cable right now because we're going to hook up, and I'll probably have to pull with the excavator. And then that's right out my window. Okay, he's moving. So I ain't got to pull yet, but it's pulling pretty good. Putting this main to this hill cut. Then if it gets out, then I'll probably start with the excavator and start backfilling. Now we're pulling. So I'm pulling him with the excavator. Well, it's selling corn again, so we started back in this afternoon there because yesterday we had a little shower there around noon, about 1/4 inch. It got pretty greasy there, so come back about 1 o'clock this afternoon and started back shelling. So we're getting some more acres knocked out. This here's pretty good corn. Looks like we had a little bit of wind damage right there, but we're plugging away. So got a few more days of corn shelling to go. Hopefully get harvest wrapped up here sometime before Thanksgiving. That's always a good goal to have. So like I said, we're plugging away shelling corn. That's been really too eventful besides going back and forth. So really, outside of showing you guys videos of the combine going across the field, corn going in the combine, there's not a whole lot of exciting going on. So video we can try to get some content going. So about all we can do, I guess. So well, drying corn again. We switched over to a different bin now. So we're running into that bin over there with the door open. I just got the brakes in and everything's going in and out. Just started. So my dryer's a little different. This number here, pay no attention to. The discharge moisture is not hooked up, so it really doesn't matter. Mine cares about internal temperature. So that 102 is my set point for those sensors in the middle of the dryer. I want the corn in the middle of that dryer to be 102 degrees. So then when it comes out, it's usually 115, about there, coming out, dumping hot at 16 and a half, somewhere in there. And then it goes in the bin, and we turn the fans on and cool it out. And what we've hauled out has been around 15 to 15 and a half when we poured some bins out and made room the other day for dry corn to bring more in. So that's kind of the story on that. So hodgepodge of video clips, but we're back to selling some corn. We had rain the other evening, and then we didn't sell yesterday because the ground was a little muddy, so we just held out. So we're back to selling today. You can hear I got the dryer running. So we got just under 200 acres of corn left. Whatever will come and fit here will fit here. We'll bring back and put in the bin, and the rest of it will go to town. So that's where we're at right now. It's Friday. They're calling for rain showers off and on Sunday. So 200 acres isn't a lot. But the problem is, of that 190 that we got left, 10-15 fields scattered across 2 townships. So there's some clusters of fields, but it's scattered out. So we got a lot of movement, a lot of road travel. So it'll take us a little while. We're not fortunate enough to farm a lot in big blocks. We're scattered out pretty far. So most of it's close now, but there's still a lot of road travel. Well, we'll come back for you in a little bit. So way over there, that's our truck. That's the neighbors, because we turned the corner and the springs, the bolts broke that hold the airbags onto the rear axle when it was loaded. So it's sitting there out of commission right now with U-bolts on order. Didn't do any video of that because when stuff like that happens, I'm more concerned about getting the truck off the road and getting things in order than pulling out my phone to record it. But that's what happened there. So we had rain Sunday. It'll be the Sunday before Thanksgiving. This is Tuesday before. We didn't run yesterday because it's still soft and wet. We're gonna run today. We've got 70 acres left. We won't get it done today. It's in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fields, and one of the fields is actually the way it's cut up with woods in the middle and everything. It's actually more like combining 3 fields because you gotta do a bunch of end-rows and offsets, and so we'll do that. Hopefully we should be done tomorrow. This will be the day before Thanksgiving. My goal is always to hopefully be done by Thanksgiving. So it's not that we farm a tremendous amount, it's just that it's a lot of patching, and we're, I think, 150 fields or something like that. So it just takes a while. It's not very, some days we're just not very efficient, but we'll get it. We always do. I never forget a field. So that's what's going on right now. So like I said, U-bolts broke on the Sterling that hold the rear axle on to the suspension assembly. So trailer was loaded. We unhooked the empty that's usually on Freightliner when we got done that night, since it was empty, and went over and dollied down that loaded trailer and hooked it up and got it emptied. So right now we got U-bolts on order for the Sterling, so we won't be using it today, but we'll leave that trailer hooked up. So like I said, we unhooked the empty, so it's just sitting there in front of the shop. Oh, but what is that? Oh yeah, last Thursday I went and bought a truck. So there it is, 07 Mack. Been looking for a while. Got another trailer to match that one coming Supposed to be here in January. So we're looking for another truck to pull it because we're getting rid of that. Makes more sense to us to run 3 full-size trucks. Takes the same amount of fuel and the same amount of time to take a full load as it does 2/3 of a load. So that one will be for sale. But there it is. Well, we'll see if I can do this. So, I don't know what all's on this video now, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it off right now, and let's be the end of this one and I'll start a new one. Like I said, we're going to start back selling corn today, so we'll get some of that, get some of the use of this truck, and get some things finished up here. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to do all the YouTube things, and we'll see you guys later.